live. Oh, yeah. Let's check YouTube. I think we are live now. Flat thumbs to everybody. We have Sean Hibbeler and Vikka Draziv live here. Flat thumbs, Sean.
Hey, flat fingers, man.
Yeah, we are live.
All right. What's going on,
I
guys?
have an echo. Wait. Yeah, now it's working.
All right. This is the Manny Show. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, money show. Yeah, Shelley should also be here. Normally, also Lindsay should be here, but Lindsay is very busy. So I'm very nice and thankful that you joined me. And Sean, I want to say your film Fluid is genial. It breaks everything.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I will send the link to the biggest flat earth group in Facebook I found.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a moderator there, and they have now the link, so they will join us in the chat.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, just if anyone watching wants to watch the film, just go to fluvid-19.com to support. Took a while, man. Took a while. It's not, I mean, it's not about like if you or Vikka, if you guys watch it, you might not even learn something. We kind of all know this as truthers. We know what's been going on the last couple of years, but I didn't make it for us as just like the next level, you know, I didn't make it for us. So it's for the people that call us crazy. Now you have something to show.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. First of all, a big hello to Manny, and thank you for the invitation, brother. And a big hello to Sean. Nice to see you again, brother. Live.
Shelley is here. We have 3 big filmmakers now together. Shelley, where are you, flat thumbs? Very good. It's the first time that Sean and Shelley come together, right? Sean?
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a delay on my end. Do you guys see a delay?
No.
No, I hear you perfect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, hi, Shelley. How are you doing?
Hi, Shelley.
Hi, Sean.
Nice to be acquainted.
Definitely. Very honored to you. I love your work. It's incredible. Both of you guys. I mean, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Same with you, Shelley. You're doing a great job too.
Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. You know, labor of love for sure.
All right, man.
Oh yeah, Sean, you were mentioning about your new documentary. Did you release it on YouTube? Because they're gonna be quite strict with that topic, right?
Nah, man. Both of my trailers they gave me strikes for. So
Holy shit!
Listen, the first trailer, I kind of knew the strike was coming. Like I know, like I uploaded it, like it's gonna get taken down. My goal was like, hopefully they don't mess with it for a couple days, so people get an opportunity to know that something's coming out. And that's what happened. Maybe it lasted 2 days, maybe. I think it got to maybe 50,000, 60,000 views in a couple days. They canned it. So I was prepared for that one, and I was already prepared for the backup. So my backup plan was, okay, YouTube, yeah, I already know you're going to take this down for medical misinformation, even though Fauci speaking in my trailer. I didn't. This is conspiracyguru.com or something talking. This is Fauci. Like the same video clip that I used for my trailer is on YouTube 20 times over from C-SPAN and CNN. And so they can have that clip, but I can't use that clip. It's medical misinformation. I put no opinions in my trailer. I put doctors and shills like Fauci and them, the puppets. They're all talking out of their mouth for the trailer, right? So I knew they're going to take the first one down in a sense. Maybe I manifested it, unfortunately, but I go, okay, I have a backup plan. I'm going to make a censored version. I don't think anyone's ever done that or tried to, especially with the medical misinformation. So every word, and I'm going to be careful because we're on YouTube, but every word like the coronavirus or even flu, even the word flu was bleeped out. So it was beep, ba 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 beep. Everything was bleeped. There's no trigger. All the trigger words, even swearing, everything was bleeped. And not only that, I go, okay, I'm gonna try to outsmart YouTube. I'm gonna bleep every word, but there's still the news banners that come up in different flashes of the trailer that'll say coronavirus from the news, right? So I blocked that with a Rockfin logo. Okay, so Rockfin logos are all over the words on the screen that say flu or anything. So everything is blocked. Everything is blocked. Words and visuals, and they still hit me with a strike. And that one was quicker. It was the next day. It's my second strike. And I actually replied to them. Of course, they didn't reply back, but I replied to them. I'm like, the first time I ever emailed YouTube, I go, can you please reference the audio or the visual that you're claiming is medical misinformation? Because there'd be nothing they could say. They can't say, oh, at time code 22, they said, no, they didn't. It's bleeped out. What else you got? What else you got? So now I know this was like my test to YouTube world. I know they're watching me now. I know that they have a certain department that watches what I do, because there is no trigger word software scanning anything in my second one. It couldn't have happened. I beat that system. So now I know it's not just some algorithm software that scans my video. It's, oh, there's COVID. Oh, there's Corona. Ban it. Well, there's nothing in this video. So what did they ban it for? Because someone watched it and said, good one, Hibbeler. That's cute, but we're still going to get you. And now I'm sitting on 2 strikes. So I'm very careful on YouTube, and I will be for a few more months.
Right.
Yeah, but your censored version is also on my Flat Dumps channel, Sean. It's still there. You got the strike at the second one when you have 8,000 clicks or 9,000 clicks.
On the second video?
Yeah.
The second trailer, I think, got 10,000 views the first day.
10,000, yeah.
Yeah. And then the second day, I didn't look. It was just gone. So I don't know how much more. I don't care about the views because those are tainted anyways. I know someone, you guys, I don't know if you've heard of Joel Bauman.
Sure.
Yeah. King Bao, the guy calling out Hollywood, the UFC fighter.
Yeah.
So that's my new buddy. And
I know.
He was telling me that he knows someone on the inside of Instagram. And for instance, they were doing analytic reporting on one of the videos I made for him, hashtag Jimmy Kimmel Challenge on Instagram. It's the top one. And I put a video together with him when he was out here, when he flew out here to hang with me. I put a video together for him. I produced it about Jimmy Kimmel and the list and all that stuff.
I know.
Yeah. So my point is that he knows someone on the inside of Instagram that said his 250,000 views on Instagram are fake. It's 2.5 million or something. And this guy was telling them it's 10%. So if you're on the censored list, if you're on because now ever since one of my 9/11 videos, my first ban a few years back, they banned my first video ever a long time ago. Ever since then, that day, because I used to drop a video on YouTube, and I'm not being egotistical. I'm just telling you facts. I hit 100,000 views in the first week without a problem. I wouldn't even flinch. 100K, no matter what I dropped, 100K the first week. Boom. It's just standard. Ever since my 9/11, ever since my actual first strike, when they put me on that list, on a YouTube list, whatever you want to call it, everything's been 10,000 views the first month. Or I'm sorry,
I believe you.
Everything. Brother. So I'm on that software now, and I think a lot of people are, and they don't even know. They're just like, oh man, no one's watching my stuff anymore. No, they are.
I'm sure I'm also on the list, Sean, because they don't let me into the partner program.
Say it again, Manny.
I think I'm also on the list because they don't let me in the YouTube partner program.
Okay. Well, there might be different levels. You know, I think it's because you don't have 100,000 subscribers and you don't get 1 million views that they won't take your videos down. Like I got just Corona. Like you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine until you get to a point where you want to get to. Until you get to a point where you're like, hey, I got 40,000 subscribers. My StreamYards are getting, 30 to 75,000 views a pop, which is, I'm sure, one of your goals. I mean, why do you wake up to do this if you don't want a lot of people to watch? You want more people to watch. So once you get to a point, Manny, that's probably when they'll shift you into that next level of fuckery, you know. So
Yeah.
right now they're
And,
just
and your Jimmy Kimmel video is on my channel, Flat Fingers with Santos Bonatti.
it is.
Yeah, yeah,
You
sure.
got wait. The one where I
Santos-
was filming Joel and I have it says like fuck Jimmy Kimmel like that video.
Should I bring it in? And I will.
Hey man,
I search for the video
Vikka said
and
he's got
you talk to each other.
So maybe
I'm-
talk to
I'm
Vikka first
searching.
before we all get banned.
I think we don't get banned, bro.
Yeah, you're still not under the radar, like how Sean is trying to say that once you are under the radar, they're just watching you most of the time, you know. And as you say, also like when you have a big reach, yeah,
Yep,
you are a
exactly.
problem for these people, you know. We all are, like, in a way. So
Yep, exactly. Yeah,
they
that's
do a
what,
lot. Yep, go ahead, Shelley.
I was going to say that's what happened with the whole Gelson's thing when I went in and kind of went after them about the mask. Like they just started attacking my channels, went after my cookbook, started like censoring me. Like it was insane. And it's like no matter what you do now, like even my supposedly Shelley YouTube, that was the one that I put out with the firefighters and the whole Paradise Fire thing. I've had a really hard time. They keep shutting down my ads. They keep shutting down like, oh, you haven't verified your number. Like any of my monetization, which isn't a lot of money, but I can't get to it because I can't ever like verify my, bank account or whatever. So it's been sitting there for 3 years doing absolutely nothing. And it's like your ads have been taken down. All this. Not that I was doing it for that, but I mean, it does help. You know what I mean? When you can reach people that way. So I'm totally with you. I think YouTube's it's just CIA. We have to go somewhere else, like Rockfin you were talking about, Sean. I mean, that's I think the next big thing for people because at least they're not censoring yet.
Yeah, Rockfin. Listen, the only thing that Rockfin censors is World War II or Holocaust talk. That's it.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
I was living proof of that. I was the first person I think to get a video. I think I still am the only person on Rockfin to have a video taken down.
Oh wow!
And I didn't know at the time. It was because Eric Dubé was and Johnny. Oh, we all were.
Alex is in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Alex?
Oh, good.
We all were talking about World War II on that show. Okay, just everybody gave their opinion. I think that's okay for freedom of speech. I thought we all give our opinions on. It's like we all challenge history. Overall, right? Everyone in this chat right now, and probably everyone watching, we challenge our history. We challenge our they gave you an official story. It's like, I don't know about this. So we just brought up World War II. I never thought there was going to be an issue with that. I never once thought that was in its own category. I had no idea. And
Wow.
Eric was doing Eric. Eric was going in, Hitler this, Hitler that. And I'm just listening. I'm like, dude, it's crazy. We're sharing the screen. We're showing stuff. Very innocent chat. Okay. No one's racist. We're just talking about an old war that we were told a story about. We were talking about it, and they took it down. And
Wow.
I learned
Definitely, Sean, it also depends on how the future is with Rockfin, because who knows, maybe in a few years, it's going to change its way of trying to censor too, because once you have a lot of reach people.
Vikka, don't put that out there, man, because I already talked to them. The reason that I'm not making excuses for them. But the reason they had to legally take that down is because their platform streams in countries all across the world that's illegal to talk about.
Wow.
It's as illegal as stabbing someone in the neck. There's people that made a rap. Listen, it's not funny though. There's people that made a rap song about Hitler that, the whole story about him was false and they did the opposite side. Okay. That's, I don't know whether to agree with that person or not, but that's freedom of speech. They're not hurting anyone by making a song about it, but that person's still in fucking jail, dude.
Wow.
You can't talk about that in certain countries. So if your company, if your app are a part of those countries, you can be removed, not only from their country, but fined and everything else. So he was just like, dude, let's not talk about that anymore. I'm sorry.
But Sean, what I meant was like in general, the social media, how it's working, the way it's evolving with time, they do change their colors. What I mean is like who knows that in the future, even Rockfin would start censoring us with more other hot words.
I'd be gone. No,
Yeah,
listen, World War II
the point
is weird enough for me that we can't talk
yeah,
about
the point I wanted to bring up also was with this Elon Musk crap, what's going on with Twitter. You know, everybody's so excited that they're going to have freedom of speech. This is totally a red flag, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's on Elon Musk balls now. Like, oh, he's gonna be he looks like a truther now. We like him. Shut up. The dude's car is still in space. Are we gonna talk about that? His car's in space. Like, what are you talking about? You think like he just woke up yesterday, like, you know what? Fuck the system. I'm just gonna go against them. Like, this whole thing is phony, and I don't even go on Twitter, so I don't care. But we're gonna witness something crazy here, because I don't know what to make of any of that. But I've seen truthers now that are like, yeah, Elon. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
It's just so fake and made up. You can just see so clearly how they're putting him in the place and everything going around. So it's so obvious, yeah.
Right.
It's very obvious, man. But I do think that in the near future, we're gonna have our freedom back. In the near future, I think something's going on. Something's going on behind the scenes. We don't know. If you don't think there's a counter going on to the New World Order that we're living in, if you don't think there's a counter, you're crazy, because they had vaccine passports ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay? And now where are they? Where are they?
Yeah.
Where's the mask mandates? Where's the vaccine mandates? There's not. It's all gone. It's like it never happened. And people are like, oh, they just did their damage and then they moved on. No. This was a 10-year plan. This was something that they were going to literally China-fy our country over the next 10 years. Something happened, and now we're here. So what now?
It's different in Austria, Sean, because in Austria, if you go to the hospital or to the doctor, they say you need a mask, but you know, some people never will wear a mask.
Yes. Well, dude, it's the only thing in California, because people back in the day, people would be like, hey, you live in California? I'm so jealous. Now it's like, ew, California.
I know.
I'm like, dude, put me anywhere in the world. It's how you perceive your area. If we all know how beautiful and amazing California is, you can have that vision. Don't act like you can't. You know how beautiful and amazing it can be. But you take the politics out of it, it's still amazing and beautiful. I don't abide by politics. I don't even pay attention to the governor and the BS. So I still live an amazing, beautiful life out here.
Where do you
guys
live?
understand? Like,
where do you live, Sean?
I'm in Cali. I'm in SoCal. So I'm Southern
me
California.
Me too.
Oh,
I'm in Dana Point.
See, I'm not familiar with. I was Chicago thoroughbred for 30 years, so I still don't know the area. Like oh, that town. I don't know. So. California is really nice. Again, if you don't pay attention to the politics, then you don't live in that world. You're still in the California that you dreamed of. Does that make sense? You're still in it because they don't affect you. Listen, my point was for what Vikka was saying, or Manny, that in Austria, the hospitals, they got put your mask on. Listen, LAX, which is the most popular airport in the country, and crowded. They still require face masks. They're the only airport to require face masks. But guess what? Even TSA's not wearing them. Nobody's wearing them. Wow. You hear them on the speaker every 20 minutes. You must wear your mask. It is mandatory. Put your mask on or you will exit No one's doing it. I'm talking about 85% of LAX, the building, the people, the employees, TSA, 85% don't wear them, and they still announce them, and there's signs everywhere saying you legally have to wear these to even get in. That's my point. We're winning. Even if people don't think we are winning this. Trust me.
I think
I love
so
it.
too, brother.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's show them the video. They don't.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. Let's check the sound.
All right, man. Hopefully you don't get banned, Manny. Go ahead.
No, I have
Jimmy Kimmel, TMZ. I hope you're paying attention.
Hi, Jimmy. For the last 46 days, we've been calling on Hollywood.
They are all canceled until they address this.
You, Jimmy Kimmel,
Viral this.
and the mainstream media, and asking for answers as to who is on the list.
So you want to talk about Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel?
Fuck
Jimmy Kimmel. And until they release the flight logs, you, the mainstream media, Hollywood, they're all pedophiles to me. Eat dick.
In the beginning of all this, I said Jimmy Kimmel would respond in 46 days. And if he didn't, we would assume it's true. So now we are left to assume that all of this is true. Which means
MMA light heavyweight Joe Bauman.
I've won.
What you doing, Jimmy Kimmel? Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker?
How about this little girl, Carrie?
Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker?
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory.
Sean, the good thing
That
is
was
they
amazing.
can't give me a strike of this because it's a PlayStation game, and the ending when you can see he goes to his breast.
Yeah, that wasn't even a video. That was from a PlayStation game, YouTube. That wasn't even a video.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah,
There's no better way to bring
Freaking-
awareness to it's like the list. We all heard about the list. We all heard about Hollywood. We already knew before that what they were doing to our children. But it's like once the list came out and once people were actually talking about it, here comes COVID.
Right.
Good timing. And we're not standing for it anymore. We're not going to forget about our children. Like people act like, oh, this COVID hoax is like, well, you might as well just move on from that. No. We're going to prosper from it. And we're going to go after these people. And I told Joe, I'm like, let's go to Jimmy's studio.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see at least his security guard, something. Because and guess what? When we showed up, we showed up an hour early just to set up cameras to try to scope it out. They had security guards, like 6'5", 6'8" security guards in suits on, stand on each corner of us and just stare at us on the street.
Wow.
Meaning not even in front of the studio, on the street where we were across the street setting up. They had guys there ready. So they knew what Joe looked like, obviously. Like they know who he is. I mean, it's all over. It was in the New York Post, guys. It was in the New York Post that
Dang.
he called out Kimmel and the pedos and stuff. So they
That's
knew what he
bold.
looked like. So that was an interesting evening. Joel was going to go in and get arrested. It just didn't work out that way, but there's always the next time. So
Yeah. And I think we don't get this track because your microphone is a little bit glitching, Sean.
mine's bad
Yeah.
the whole
And-
time.
Yeah.
No, I hear you clearly.
I also
I hear
understand
Sean
you
clearly.
Shelley, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah. Let's rewatch this after our live. And sometimes you're getting very speedy in your motion of your head, and so
It ain't me, bro. I got 400 megabytes a second coming through that cord.
I'm
so
gonna
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna log out.
It ain't me. Trust me.
but Shelley is very clear to me.
Yeah,
I
I was
only
having
hear
weird
Vikka.
I was having weird stuff too earlier. I'm gonna actually log into my computer because my phone's about to die.
Okay.
No,
Gonna
my-
sound. I'll be
yeah,
right back.
Okay. The cardinal rule for streaming podcasts or anything is your stream is only as strong as your weakest link. So whoever has the weakest internet, that's the overall internet for the show. Does that make sense? That's exactly how it works. It doesn't go off of the best internet. It goes off of the slowest internet in this chat is the maximum speed for us all. That's how it works, in my opinion. Because
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Also the host, also the one who is hosting the show also depends on them also a bit because they are the one who are controlling all the guests and everything. Also, it affects a bit, yeah.
Yeah, but last time when Shelley and me and 2 times before when we were live with Alex, everything worked perfect. Also the videos.
Well, it's because I'm on here. You know, it's there, dude. I've been on shows where you go into the building, right? The studio, like you go inside.
Yeah.
And their stream for the first time in 7 years, he said, once they started rolling Sean Hibbeler, I started talking about more land. It started getting hacked or chopped, and they had to cut the feed for the first time in their history because they go, all of our internet is 500 megs a second. every chord we tested, something's going on. And they're like, this has never happened. And it kept, and I was on their show again and the same thing happened. So I don't know.
Yeah, and StreamYard is also can be laggy sometime. Yeah, go ahead, Shelley. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just agreeing. Like, it's just not cool. I mean, when you speak truth, they come after you. Then you definitely know you're doing something right. You know.
Well, we all just got to remain fearless. That's the main point. Remain.
Well, I love that, Sean. You have the freaking balls of steel. I mean, I love that you are just fearless and you freaking rock it. I really mean it. I love that. Thank you for what you're doing. It's awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I'll continue to do it. I'm going to do more of it.
Yeah, we totally. We're 100% behind you.
Oh, Sean, I have a question to you. You have been live last weekend with one of your at the documentary Fluid. Yeah. I don't know, Jim Brewer, or what was his name? Brewer?
Jim Brewer, yeah.
Yeah, and he showed your original Fluid trailer. That was flatastic.
Yeah, I mean, he I told him before the show, you know, the great Jim Brewer, and who's a comedian, stand-up comedian, actor, but he's been waking up the last couple years. I think a lot of it is help from Eddie Bravo, Sam Tripoli. He's been watching those guys and waking up and doing his own research. I feel like just because someone was in Hollywood or made a Hollywood movie, I think he made one like Half Baked a while back. Just because it's like people act like, oh, he's a shill. Look up he made a movie in Hollywood once. Oh, and I'm like, listen, guys, when there's powerful voices like Jim Brewer or anyone, Rob Schneider, anyone like that, I support them and I contact them because they're only helping our cause, our truth, and we can try to get them on our page. There's no shillery involved with someone like Jim Brewer. I've been watching his show for years. It's kind of like Santos in 2014. You see the transition with the wake up, you know, when Santos went from teaching heliocentrism in astrotheology to teaching geocentrism, which he admitted makes way more sense. Now it makes sense why it was a little off before. Now his teachings can sync up. He woke up, right? Jim's waking up by the day, by the week. He called me a couple days ago about another project. And I'm not going to talk about the project, but it's a project that's going to wake the world up.
Yeah.
So shut up with the shillery about anyone that isn't you. You know, I'm sick of it. And in our truth community, that's all I hear. Oh, they're chill because they did a thing with someone, and that someone was cousins with someone that was neighbors with a Hollywood.
Yeah.
Guy. Shut up.
Right. It gets a little bit you get distracted by all that. And it's like, you know, what's the bottom line? I like that you said that because if we're just trying to get the truth out there.
It's easy to divide people, you know, especially on Facebook and everything. So many flat earth groups and few people who are controlling the group and spreading disinformation about one another being shield, you know. So it really screws up the community, you know, because you see, I've been in Facebook groups from past 5 years, you know, and I have one of the biggest groups on Facebook, World Flat Earth Association. We had around 10,000 people in the last month only, more, you know. So there are a lot of people coming in Flat Earth, and there's info, there's disinfo, there are trolls, and then there are these people who are just, their job is only to create division or in a religious aspect or a shill aspect, or because I don't agree with you, or because, you know, whatever. It's just to, and that's the most hardest part because to handle, because being on Facebook groups is like literally being in the community, you know, and you are listening and watching and seeing and commenting and you're doing everything there, you know, and you can literally see it and you can't help it. And these are, some of them are literally like, you know, like hardcore flat earther, but they can't see their own self, how they're dividing, because just somebody has a different opinion or different way of doing things or different faith or different, you know, it's mixing it up with, you know, emotionally with people, with faith, with this, with, you know, trying to create that division. I think this is where we have to first work on if we really want to be continue as a community because never is going to be there. And some of these people literally control some groups, you know, so it's quite sad, but yep,
Yeah,
we're doing
well
our part.
said. Well said. Well said.
Hey,
Vikka.
Sean, you will be next weekend with Alex on the same show, right? There is a flat Earth.
Oh,
I
the
don't know.
true no, it's a True Earth Mount Meru
Yeah,
Summit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on there.
Yeah, right
It'll
on.
be
Alex uploaded this video
okay.
today.
Yeah, let's take a
It's
look.
only 30 seconds. And Alex, you can jump in. Shelley, you have a little bit more time than Vikka and
Play the video.
Sean, right?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
yeah.
Play the video.
Definitely.
Yeah, listen.
There ain't no glow, but I just wanna say that I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very talented guy.
Yep.
Sorry?
I'd say he's a very talented guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Alex.
Alex is very cool.
Yeah, I'll be talking that day. Eddie Bravo will be there too. Owen Benjamin, Alex Stein.
Yeah, very
lot
cool.
of names. A lot of
Right
names.
on. Yeah, good stuff. David Avocado Wolf.
Yeah, David
That's
Avocado
all
Wolf.
good stuff. Yeah.
Peggy Hall. As well.
Right. Right. She's
So
from
we got-
Orange County.
We got Peggy Hall's in the Bible side of Flat Earth. You know, I don't talk about it too often on my end because I know there's so many out there that do, that I try to, as you all know, my approach, my end to get people their mind into the earth. Maybe it's flat, right? Like you have to kind of try to get in their head to have them open that door to begin with. And my door has shiny words that say there's more land on it when I open it for them. So there's so many people that have the Bible door. I just, if they bring up the Bible, I'm like, go check out Rob Skiba, go check out this person, go check, you know, go, the people that are talking about the Bible. Now Peggy Hall's talking about the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't do it because I'm, you know, that's not my, my knowledge.
Sure.
I didn't need that to know the earth is stationary. So I stick scientifically.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with the Bible. I don't use it to prove anything.
And in a lot of ways, I think what's good about that, and I totally agree with you, is that you really kind of reach those other people who don't want to hear about the Bible. Like maybe that's not their thing, but you can still
turns
reach
them off.
them.
It turns them off.
Exactly.
It shouldn't. But since
Right.
I realized it does, it's just you can't control the facts here. It does turn them off.
Yeah.
But if you push a lot, then it turns you off. Because if it's in moderation, anybody can, listen to whatever they have to say about their connection with the creator, with the flat earth. That's what it's all about. But if you're pushing it, it's done. At least it's for me.
Like you said, in moderation. So usually what I do is I give my spiel to people. If I'm on their show, I try to wake them up in my way. And then towards the end, I always will mention, or usually I always mention, I say, and by the way, anyone religious, because I'm not an organized religious guy. I said, if there's any organized religious people in your audience, that book that they read is a flat earth book.
Yeah.
Throughout
the
whole book. And that's about as much as I say, just in case in the back of their head, they're like, they're hardcore Christians or Catholic or whatever. I'm just like, hey, it's in your book too. Moving on though.
It plants the seed, right? It just reaches people where they're at.
And it's a fact.
Yeah.
I just try to stick to facts.
Yeah.
Besides more land is speculation, but in my mind, it's fact. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And exactly. And like any other book, Bible or be Torah, Quran or Vedas, and there's so many different books. It's all flat earth book. It's not only the Bible that is the flat earth book. It's one of the flat earth book, so there are so many different ones, and it does play us important.
The Quran's a flat earth book. The Quran's a flat earth book.
Exactly. And
I talk to someone that just swears by the Quran. That whole thing is flat earth.
Yeah.
So
totally.
my point is, whatever book you feel is the truth to you, that's fine.
Right.
It's
'cause the
still
truth
in there.
prevails.
It's still in there.
Right. Right.
It's still
Yeah, exactly. Because many people, put it like that we come into flat earth because we need to connect with the creator. Yeah, there is a truth in that, but don't paste it on others. Respect others, and then everything can be more harmonic, because that's the thing.
Another angle that I use, Vikka, is I just asked them, do you think that there's a creator above us? Do you think that this world was created? And even the heliocentric ball fan will still sometimes say, well, yeah, I do. And I'll say, well, you can't have both. You can't have creationism and a Big Bang.
Right.
You have to, I don't make the rules here, but you have to pick one. Now, one, there's evidence behind with your eyes and your senses. There's evidence behind it. And your soul, your spirit feels it, the truth of just the truth. And the other one, the heliocentric, if you believe in a Big Bang, goodbye, creator. I don't want to hear it. You can't mix and match. This isn't a la carte. Okay.
Right.
It's one or the other. You can't have both. And when people say, well, the Big Bang's real, I'll say, because a priest told you that in 1920, you think it's real. There was no one
so true.
Before George Lemaitre in 1920, there's zero human beings that have said even the word Big Bang Theory. So it's created. This is all the heliocentric religion was created. The Big Bang Theory was created. It was forced into our children's schools back then. And people did try to stop it. It just, hey, if you don't want to be, if you want to close your school, then go ahead. If you want to be funded, you have to teach Rockefeller's books. That's it. There's no other choice. So a lot of schools closed back in the teens and the 20s and 30s. They were closing because they're not going to teach this crap to their kids. There's newspaper articles that say that there's teachers are fighting to not teach the globe to their students. So again, and I got into a little bit of a back and forth with Eric Dubay about this. I'm sure he's not a fan of mine anymore because of my opinion, but I don't think any of these people are real. I don't think Copernicus is real. I don't even think, and no offense to flat earthers, I don't even think Robotham was real. I don't think any of these people.
I think they're all made up in history, right? Because the whole timeline is screwed up.
There's one photo of them always like this. It's a drawing, right? And it's the same photo used. And to me, and now this part I could be wrong. It's just my opinion from my research. So leave me alone. It's if they created Copernicus and Eratosthenes and all these people with these stupid little things to, thousands of years ago, the earth was a globe. Look at these guys we drew and their story we printed. So look, there it is, right? No proof, just the book. Now, the same thing for me applies with Robotham or the, that 6 mile test. What is Bedford level?
Interesting.
Really? Like that's their flat earth experiment? Like that in history? Like that's the dumb. I could do that experiment today with a Nikon P1000 and go and do a 12-mile test.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about when people still reference it like Robotham did it? He did a 6-mile test. It's like, dude, that's a terrible test. It's awful either way. It doesn't even like globers, even if you prove that test to them, which it makes it so it's a flat level plane. It's obvious, but that doesn't even, you think that sways them? That test, like, a 6-mile boat test. Okay, it's flat. No, that's the point. These stories that they made up, in my opinion, about anyone in history were you have to have a couple flat earthers in your storybook. You have to, and you have to call them ludicrous. You have to say their tests were stupid, and you have to, you know what I mean? You understand, like, you can't just shut down flat earth when the earth is flat. So they had to keep a couple people or create a couple people in history to make their point. Like, those guys thought it, but these guys were smarter, and they just create. They create
That's a really good point. That is a really good point, because I've always questioned the whole official narrative about who these people in history were. We just have been fed a whole ball of lies. So why wouldn't they make up these characters? And I never thought about that as one picture of him drawn,
Now again, I could be, I'm not saying that this is the truth. Okay. Never quote that.
Yeah.
This is my opinion, because I tried really hard to find concrete evidence that any of these people exist, especially the Copernicus type of folk,
even like Shakespeare, right? Like even Shakespeare.
There's just not even Columbus. There's really no concrete evidence of anything. It's always a art artist
Yeah.
impression, which I get, you know, they weren't cameras back then.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It's just the point. They've lied about everything. Why would I take their word on anything ever? And if you do, that's your choice. I respect that. But don't judge me because I don't buy any of it anymore.
I agree.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, in Shakespeare, where there is a word peer there, so you know pair. So for sure, Neil deGrasse, something have to be. Yeah, I think during the time of Albert Einstein, Tesla, and all these people, and Gerard Picard, and all these guys, you know, there was a lot of competition going around to get the royalties for all the technologies what they were experimenting with, you know. So we really don't know from where came those technology, and these people were just shown as representing it, or really these people did make, you know. So there was also a war between the theories of Einstein and Tesla, and
Tesla,
you know.
well, let me ask you, Vikka. Tesla.
Yeah.
Have you looked into him? Because I can't find a lick of evidence that he even walked this earth.
That's true, Sean.
So there's a connection between, you know, free energy and all those Tartarian stuff that the people speak about, and that technology could be from that part, and they just put Tesla in there. That could be. But my personal opinion would be, because I have looked into Tesla a lot, I don't know about if he really existed as a person, but all the technology, what he was represented as, and the patent stuff that he had, we are still using today. And it's one of the most important part, like AC motor and many different things, and the radar systems and all the radio antenna, how everything works. So all this technology is real, which is associated with him. And he's one of the person that who wasn't there in the science book. So only that is a red flag for me, at least, you know. I cannot guarantee that he was a person or he was not a person, but everything of my research, my investigation about him, and everything connected to him. So there are some red flags, you know. And there are also disinformation on the internet of he being a Mason for having a photo with a finger on his chin, you know. So it's just taking out of the context to make it. So also connecting with the Tartaria, that is not his own invention. So there's a lot of mixed up things with him, you know. So I'm very open about it.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying Tesla didn't exist. I'm just saying, wasn't he alive around Einstein's time, right? Like Einstein, there's tons of videos of him, of course, reading a script, but there's tons of videos of him and audio of him, and there's nothing on Tesla at all. I feel like they took they knew about Tartaria. They were trying to burn it all down, whatever wasn't flooded out. They were trying to get rid of a lot of the evidence of free energy. And in the process, they had to cover it up by pinning it all on one guy, a crazy guy, a guy that, you know, they kept down. They brought Einstein up. They could have just used some guy's name to bury free energy while they're pushing Einstein and putting him in the forefront of the televisions and just switching everyone's brain to, oh, what's Einstein going to say today? Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this technology. And they buried Tesla. They didn't even talk about Tesla. It's not in any school books. So he could have been real, but he also could have been made up so they can pin the old Tartaria technology that they don't want you to know about on a lunatic.
Interesting.
Yeah, could be possible. And it could be possible that they just use him as a face to get all those technology inside, like how they are using with Elon Musk right now. Could be, you know. Yeah, but the important is that the technology is there, and we can differentiate what is the real tech and what is made up crap, like everything associated with these theories of Einstein and all these guys. So, you know, and then we have Michelson Morley on the other side, you know. And for me, the important part was like these people literally stealing at least the inventions, what was related with Tesla, you know, Edison and all these guys, Macaroni. Most of the stuff was stolen from him, guy, and he didn't care a crap. I don't care as long as they evolve and make it good for the humanity. So we all know that Tesla was connected with free energy and the Rothschild and these people. They wanted to get in fossil fuel, you know. So everything, you know, sounds and looks very red flag made up, but you know there is some truth, there is no truth. But
no,
yeah,
there's red flags on both sides of that. It's just regardless, we admit there's red flags. So you know. Again,
Sean,
history's a lie.
what I can tell you, I researched Viktor Schauberger very, very much because I live 50 kilometers away of his birthplace here. And I also had 2 phone calls to his grandson before the Rona shit goes started in the public. And Victor was a flat earther like us. His grandson knows that the geocentric model is right, and the air turbine is a free energy turbine. So the jet full hoax is true. And Shelley, you also bring in some stuff in Flatlanders Part 2, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and Vikka also in Flatten the Curve in the first part about the jet fuel hoax.
Well, the jet fuel hoax, I haven't talked about it in Flatlanders Part 2, but there is, you know, I personally, there's so much about everything. I totally agree with Sean and also you, Vikka, too, is the fact that we've been lied to on so many different levels. It's just, it really takes a keen eye and an open mind, kind of like we came into with the flat earth, about what's true and what's not true. And I know for a fact, like they'll put disinformation out there to see if we'll bite, you know, see if we'll like go for it. And then they try to discredit us and then use it against us later. So the whole jet fuel hoax, like, I'm still on the fence on that. I don't really know, to be honest, enough about it, but I've heard both sides. And in fact, one of the people that Vikka interviewed in his documentary, good friend of mine, Brett Freeman, you know, he talks about, yeah, of course, he works on planes. So he says, you know, that's like, I don't know, I've heard both sides. He says that's a total like distraction and that they do use fuel. And so I don't know, you know what I mean? I've heard both sides. And I'm just trying to say, well, that's not necessarily something I'm going to bite on yet because I don't know enough to make a judgment on that.
You know, we left that out in the documentary about the jet fuel and everything, so that the people start speaking about it and clear it out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because I have been listening too from both the sides, and there are stuff that even Brad have mentioned me that, you know, it's you cannot ignore those things too, you know, and also a few other pilots, you know, so it's very easy to make up something. And, you know, we know there is compression technology works, but, you know, maybe it has some limits, you know, so I'm not discarding anything on both the side. We all are learning, we all are researching, and so we needed those answers so that the people can start speaking about it and get to the core of it and try to clear it out. Because
that's true. I like that point. That's a great point. We just want to be honest, you know, intellectually. I mean, and even if we're wrong and we come back and say, hey, you know, I didn't have enough information. I learned something new. We need to have that flexibility to be able to give people grace because we're all just on this.
No, that's what I said to what you're saying, Shelley. I said that almost exactly that line in the next level about more land. I said, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong, but give me the chance to go check. Give me the legal and safe chance to go over there and check.
Yes. I like
for me, it's true, Sean.
Well, that's my point, because they won't even let me go check legally. And I mean, that means that there is. I'm sorry. I mean,
I'm with you. I think there's more land 100%.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll 99.9 it forever. You know, I can't do exactly 100 because my eyes have never seen it, but all signs point to that, and I'm sticking by it. And when people say the main reason for the deception of the globe is to hide the creator, I disagree. I'm not saying it's not one of the reasons. I just don't think that they would do that only for that, because there's people in prison right now that say, in God we trust. You know, it's like murderers, rapists, they all believe in God.
Right.
What does that have to do with any, like, a lot of people believe there's a God or a creator. That doesn't change the shape of the earth in their mind, as we've all noticed. So to say, oh, we're just hiding that there's a God. No, you're hiding maybe the evidence that for real there's a creator. I get that. But before the heliocentric lie, everyone knew there was a God. So they did try to take that away from people and give you this godless universe bullshit. I get that. I agree. I'm not stupid. But I think once they knew there was more land, and once they knew they had a way to have a control system, a slave system, it's like, shit, okay, everybody knows about 7 continents. They don't know about that 8th one over there. Yeah, don't even talk about that one. Just we're gonna keep 7 continents and wrap it around the ball, and that's it. There's nowhere else to go. So whether there's 40 continents,
Sean,
we don't know.
have you watched the film I loaded up in the Flat Fingers channel? How important is the flat Earth?
No, send me the link. I'll check it out today, Manny. I gotta go. I gotta go in 5 minutes, but
yeah, me too. Me too. I just wanted to add something, Sean. Yeah, true. It's the extra land is one of the main reasons, because everybody know if you are on a globe, you're gonna go and circumnavigate and come back. So no more Indiana Jones are born and start exploring. That's the main reason. You know, a prison planet, a mind prison is more easy to control than a real prison, because nobody wants to go in the cold, and you know, whatever they show us, you know, North Pole or the Antarctica, you know, cold and nothing is there. So they just make sure that nobody even thinks to go that part of the world, you know. So definitely is one of the most important part for me, because I'm a fan of extra lands. I have amazing research about Monte Urbano and about ancient maps, and even the globes, even the ancient globe maps have those extra lands with constructions, with, you know, so, and people living, you know, fertile land, animals, you know. So yeah, definitely.
Now again, I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this, because in my opinion, and you don't have to agree, but in my opinion, if there's a picture, an image of a globe, and it says, you know, hey, this one was from 1612. How do you know that?
Right.
How do you know that?
Right.
That could have been made in 1904.
Totally.
And they took a picture
After the Great
and
Reset.
they said this is from, you know, 1762. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I never will. I mean,
we don't know what is there in the Vatican, you know. We don't know what they have there, you know. So
I get it.
Maybe we have some loose
time machine. There's no time
data,
machine,
you know, here and there, you know. So the people get more confused and lost, you know. With a little bit of truth, with a lot of disinformation is enough to keep everybody going, you know. So the same thing is happening with the situation with the world right now. Like, you know, with a little bit of truth and just
images. Show me Tartarian images with globes. Get back to me.
Yeah.
I'm not so much into Tartaria. I like the construction stuff and the technology you speak about, but that's it. I'm not a huge fan of Tartaria. Hey guys,
you know, it's interesting, but I'm not well equipped with it. That's what Martin and John are for. But
yeah, and Martin.
All right,
Martin
guys.
Kenny. Okay, you gotta.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, me too.
Nice to
yeah,
meet
me
you
too.
guys. Yeah, nice to see you, Vikka. Thanks.
Yeah, see you, Sean. See you, Shelley, and thank you, Manny, for the invite, and
for sure.
A big hello to everybody in the chat, and thanks for being here, guys, and for definitely we're gonna see us next time. Bye,
Jimmy
guys.
Kimmel.
Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Hey, Sean.
What?
Please.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Vikka.
Bye.
Bye, Sean.
Now, Sean, please give Victoria a double flat thumbs from me. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to sit down and do it? I gave you a good one last time. Now I'm out of focus, Manny. Hold on.
Yeah, very good. I told Martin and Alex they should jump in.
I can't do it. This trying to hold the computer.
Martin, get your ass in here, man. Or at least next time. Martin,
Come
hit
on.
me up on Instagram when you
Come
want to
on,
jump on
let's
this,
go.
and I'll jump in with you, bruh. All right, everybody. Love you.
Bye, Sean.
Ciao, brother. I think he will come back. Or,
Yeah.
No,
That's awesome. I'm so glad you did that. That was great, getting everybody together. That was awesome. They're great people.
Yeah,
Very
sure.
cool people. Very like truth oriented, and you know the passion for truth is the most important thing. And I love that about them. And they're both like great people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Shelley, and
just you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun last time, and let's make a lot of fun this time, right?
Okay, look, are we gonna do some memes? Are we gonna do some memes?
Yeah, but first we should show them the film How Important is the Flat Earth. It's only about 5 minutes.
Okay, let's do it.
Or 4 minutes, and this is the video I told Sean, because also the politicians told us before that our world is now much smaller, so there is more land. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have to
definitely.
jump in my flat fingers channel. Flat fingers.
Flat
Yeah.
fingers.
Santos shared this video, and I got a reshare from someone I don't know, and now I have over 4,000 clicks. That's very cool.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, I told you so. So where's the video? How important is the flat earth? The title is very cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here I found it. Very good. So share the screen
Am I
again.
too loud? Okay.
Do you have your kids at home?
Yeah. No, Ryan's here, and I'm just like talking loud. I can't hear with these headphones on. So I never know if I'm like screaming in the house.
Yeah, okay. So let's try this. So Sean will 100% rewatch our live.
Yeah.
So let's check the sound. Yeah, it was very cool that he was here, because he's very busy and
Yeah, that was
he's
cool.
always on tour with Eddie
I didn't know
Bravo.
I didn't know he was down here in Southern Cal. That's awesome. He's my neighbor. I have
Yeah.
to find out where he is.
Yeah. Shelley, you are in Instagram with Flatlanders, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The best way to contact John is via Instagram.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's great.
Now you know it.
I need to
So
start.
yeah, the video is about 3 minutes and 40 seconds. When you are ready, I will bring in the sound.
Bring it in.
Yeah, lovely. Here we go.
Okay.
Ends at the water's edge. Well, thank God they weren't around back in 1492. Imagine the hard time they've given Christopher Columbus. Voices on the right and left are working right now to breathe life into those old flat earth theories of protectionism, of isolationism, that there is no going back. Our new world is far smaller, communications far more instant, our horizons stretch much farther with each generation. This is 1991, not 1791. Horse and buggy attitude won't carry us into the next century. And we will knock down barriers wherever we find them, to open markets, for instance, for our computer software, movies, books, and pharmaceuticals. We will fight hard against protectionism, both at home and abroad. And 5 centuries ago, a man of courage and vision set sail from Europe, searching for new trade routes and opportunities. And he defied the timid counsel of those who said the earth was flat. Christopher Columbus's voyage to the Americas transformed human history. Columbus was an entrepreneur, and the risk he took 500 years ago continues to pay off abundantly today. And today we still have to combat the flat earth mentality, the mindset that urges us to barricade our borders against competition, to shut off the free exchange of food and machinery and skills and ideas.
I want to be clear. I am willing to work with anybody. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians, Greens, anybody to combat this threat on behalf of our kids. I am open to all sorts of new ideas, maybe better ideas, to make sure that we deal with climate change in a way that promotes jobs and growth. Nobody has a monopoly on what is a very hard problem, but I don't have much patience for anyone who denies that this challenge is real. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat, that's worth reporting. But you might also want to report on a bunch of scientific evidence that seems to support the notion that the world is round.
We're trying to move towards the future. They want to be stuck in the past. And we've heard this kind of thinking before. Let me tell you something. If some of these folks were around when Columbus set sail, they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not have believed that the world was round.
I lost Shelley, but I think she wrote me on Facebook. Let's see. She is out now. Shelley, if you hear me, try to jump in and I will show them another video. Try to jump in. So, oh, Shelley is back. Can you hear me? Lovely.
I got kicked off. It was weird.
No, I never kick you out. You know this.
Oh, you didn't. My whole internet like kicked me out. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
And all of a sudden I heard like George W. Bush, whatever the hell his name is, start like going wah, 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 wah. Can you play it again? Or I'll just watch it. If you send me the link, I'll just watch it. But it
Yeah, let's ask our chat. Should we play it again? Yeah, Vikka, very nice that you were with us.
yeah, Vikka, we love you, Vikka.
Yeah,
You're
we love
awesome.
you.
Awesome
And
job.
all the best for Flatten the Curve too. Also
Yeah.
to Sean Hibbeler for sure.
Yep.
And Alex and Martin, if you are here, jump in. You have the link. And Shelley, I will show you the part you missed from the video
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
So let's try it. So
And the risk he took 500 years ago continues to pay off abundantly today. And today we still have to combat the flat earth mentality, the mindset that urges us to barricade our borders against competition, to shut off the free exchange of food and machinery and skills and ideas.
I want to be clear. I am willing to work with anybody. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians, Greens, anybody to combat this threat on behalf of our kids. I am open to all sorts of new ideas, maybe better ideas, to make sure that we deal with climate change in a way that promotes jobs and growth. Nobody has a monopoly on what is a very hard problem, but I don't have much patience for anyone who denies that this challenge is real. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat, that's worth reporting. But you might also want to report on a bunch of scientific evidence that seems to support the notion that the world is round.
They want to be stuck in the past.
Yeah. No,
I've heard this kind of thinking before.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Some of these folks were around when Columbus set sail. They they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not have believed that the world was round.
Yeah, Shelley, what do you think? I only think that what was his name? The president of the state.
Oh, Obama? Or the
Obama,
first
yeah.
guy?
No, the first guy was Bush, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Bush Senior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's excellent. Yeah, Alex.
Hey, Alex, jump in and let's do some memes
he
with
says
you.
he can't right now. He's definitely out of commission. He's out
No,
of commission.
I think he's lying.
Alex.
Sounds
Oh.
like a Mac is open. No, Shelley, I think in the background.
Yeah, there's
you're-
people talking in the background.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let
Yeah.
me shut up, everybody in the house.
All
my
good.
daughter's on the phone, so she's talking, yapping around. All right, let me mute my mic. I'm gonna go into the other room, okay? I'm gonna go into the other room.
All good. Yeah, Shelley is very nice. And she looking so beautiful. Look at her. Hey, she is very good. I can't hear you, Shelley.
There we go. I said don't look too close. Don't look too close.
No.
There we go.
But we are friends and
Yeah,
everything.
many.
Yeah, for
Definitely.
sure. Lovely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do some memes and maybe Alex will jump in?
Yeah, I don't know if Alex is out of commission. I think he's not
Do-
in any position to.
Yeah. Shelley, have you read it in the comments after our last live when they asking, is Shelley single?
Oh, oh, thank you. That's sweet. No,
Yeah,
I have.
they love you. They love you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, then I will give my best. So let's share the screen. So I think we have stopped with Alex. We had the Einstein ones here. This one we had. This one we had. This one we had. This one we had. So I have a lot of memes. Yeah, you know. This one I think we don't have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think so. Every time when I watched the news, I put off my TV since over 3 years when my ex-girl left me. I never watched TV.
Yeah.
But Shelley, what I want to tell you, I watched this last weekend, the new Pinocchio from Tom Hanks from Disney.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a
What'd you
Flat Earth
find?
movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You have seen the short loaded up in YouTube?
I haven't seen them. Do you want to
No,
play it?
yeah, wait, I can play it.
Yeah.
For sure. Wait, I bring this. I will search for the video first before I bring in my monitor. I'm not sure on which channel I loaded this up. Maybe, I don't know. But it's very cool film. It's a truth film, and I really loved it. So if you can watch a Disney movie, the Pinocchio is a very good movie.
Okay, good to know. Well, interesting because Pinocchio, I think, was in the. Did you ever see that movie, the original Manchurian Candidate? Did you ever see the original movie of that, where they did like the
No.
whole MK Ultra and stuff? Well, what's interesting is that in that movie, the original, they have
Yeah.
Pinocchio playing, which tells you like they're lying to us about so many things, you know.
Yeah.
So Pinocchio is like definitely an MK Ultra type of, you know, with puppets and lying and there's just the children, you know, there's so many layers to Pinocchio that I want to check it out.
Yeah. And it's not on my Truth Seeker 2 and Truth Seeker 3 channel, but maybe on the Truth Seeker channel. I will find it. Give me some time.
No worries.
Sorry?
No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are flat. We have time. So maybe it's on the Flat Fingers channel. Most of it is on the Flat Fingers channel. Shelley, have you watched the electrolysis about the distillated water? It's not a video I made, but it was sent to me and I uploaded it. I marked you in Facebook.
Okay.
Here we have the Pinocchio video. Very good. So let's see how fast is my computer. It's on only a short.
Okay.
Listen.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Now it was muted.
It's the sun, my son, that goes around the
Yes.
It will start
basic,
again.
simple size. You learn all about it in school. And here.
Father, what's that big shining thing?
That it's the sun, my son, that goes around the earth once a day. It's basic, simple size. You learn all about it in school. And here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sun goes around. The sun goes around once.
That's awesome. That was
yeah.
awesome, Manny.
And
Good catch.
yeah, you also give me a heart for this in Facebook, right?
Well, I remember that now. But what's interesting is that it's almost like they're just so bold now. They'll just put it out there and see if anybody finds it. Because isn't that part of their agenda is they have to tell you the truth in plain sight? It's like the whole Luciferian agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. And there is a second part in the film. I don't cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's called "The Sky is the Limit." So
definitely.
If you go up, it stands. What's the English name when you cracked into the firmament?
Oh yeah, breaking the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's glass, but maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be like sapphire or something. I've heard like they found, and who knows, but I've heard that they've actually found what's it called? Sapphire. They found like these sapphire rocks that people have said. I don't know. You know what I mean? I've heard so many different sci-fi stuff like, oh yeah, sapphire rocks are, if you try to like touch the firmament or something, I've heard people say that it's alive and it just heals itself naturally. So you can never really get past it because it's just like the self-healing mechanism where, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the water above is also flat.
The what is?
The water above is also flat. And
oh
level.
Yeah, you told me about that. The sky.
Yeah,
I did watch that. That was pretty trippy.
What, you didn't watch the 5-minute video?
No, I did. I watched it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, but it's true.
Where he kind of talks about how when you go into perspective, you know, the only way that can work is if it's flat.
Yeah, should we show them this?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. So it's also on the Flat Fingers channel.
Yeah.
Where else? So yeah, that is very cool because it's true. If you think of it, it's true. Because why should there be a dome above us?
I mean, is it
So-
possible that it's like it could be maybe not as because he talks about the stars and stuff.
Altogether, when it forced you to say that the
Sorry?
horizon was refracted.
Let's watch it and then we talk.
Devastating the black swan actually is to the globe. It has taken away your R value, the radius of your globe, and then it took away the curvature of the Earth altogether when it forced you to say that the horizon was refracted. And together with the sextant, it's now taken away your ability to navigate. Since January 1, 2020, the globe has been dead. So now it's time to prove where we actually live. May I present to you the number 1 flat Earth proof. Here in reality, we live on a flat plane, and this may be news to people. We also have a flat sky plane above us where the celestial bodies exist. From the vantage point of our flat plane, when viewing the celestial bodies, we perceive their position and movement as a dome. This is purely our perception from this vantage point on our flat plane. It's not actually a dome above the Earth. All celestial bodies rise in the east, move in an apparent semicircular motion above the sky, and set in the west. Now, don't get me wrong, our Earth is measurably, observably, and obviously contained, but it just doesn't have to be a dome shape, or any shape for that matter. But I digress. Looking at this flat celestial plane above our heads, we can see that everything rises in the east, moves across the sky, and sets in the west. We just perceive a motion of a dome shape. So let me give you a real-world example of how this works. This is Lake Woolloomboola, quite fittingly the breeding ground to black swans, and, I kid you not, located on Black Swan Way. Now, relative to the horizon, if you look up, straight up above your head, 90 degrees, to where my drone is sitting, right there, 90 degrees, what will happen when that drone moves straight ahead in its own flat plane? It's not going to change altitude, it's just going to move straight ahead. From my observer point, what's going to happen? The angle is going to change. The drone has not changed attitude at all. It's just changed the distance from where I'm observing it. If it moves again, the angle changes again down to 25 degrees there. As it continues to move away, or if I move away from it, it'll travel towards the horizon, lowering in its angle, and eventually it'll get so far away that the angle will be too small for me to see, and it will appear as if the drone has set. This is all relative to the observer point. This is all apparent. It's not actually lowering. It's just getting too far away and the angle is decreasing. This creates that dome motion and movement that we see in the flat plane of the celestial bodies. Now that we understand that the flat celestial plane above us presents itself as a dome to our perspective point down here on the plane that we exist, we can understand how the celestial navigation actually works. Every star in the flat celestial plane has a position relative to our flat plane where it will be 90 degrees. This is called the geographical position, or the GP, of that star relative to our flat plane here on Earth. When the observer is at the GP of the star, it appears 90 degrees above their head. Celestial navigation works by using a sextant to measure the angle of that known star and using its relative GP, geographical position, to know where you are. And I'll continue to point out that measuring angles to celestial bodies only works if we are on a flat plane. Now, if one observer measures 30 degrees to a star and another observer measures 30 degrees to that same star, we can conclude that they are both on what's called a circle of equal altitude. And this is another killer blow to the globe right here. Everything on that circle of equal altitude is exactly that, equal altitude. No matter where you are on that circle, you're going to measure 30 degrees. And through being able to measure an angle to that star relative to the horizon, everything on that circle, in between that circle, in the area of that circle is absolutely flat and level. By doing this once with a sextant, you know you are somewhere on that circle of equal altitude. To triangulate your actual position, you need to repeat these steps with other stars. Your position is where all these areas of equal altitude meet. This is how celestial navigation works and has always worked on our flat level plane using the celestial flat level plane.
Yeah, Shelley. I have seen you got your sextant out, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Can you open the sextant and show it to the people with the
Yeah.
glasses?
Yeah. See?
Yeah. I think I have to switch a little bit. I don't know. Have you ever tried it?
We're actually going to go down. I'm going to take it down there, and just test it out.
Yeah. Maybe you should bring it in one of your
Yes.
film.
Yeah. And then we have this
Yeah.
same one together, remember?
Yeah, we have a match. Shelley and me have a match. Yeah, it's no joke.
See?
Yeah.
We
We
do
found
the
we
same
found
thing
we found
shopping.
we found we found this out last time. Yeah.
I
Very
got my
good.
shirt too. See?
Yeah. I also have the Flat Earth
Do you?
t-shirt from Alex. Truth matters.
I
As
know
you can see.
you're so rad. You have all these cool shirts.
Yeah, Shelley.
Exactly.
I will ask Alex if I can send you the logos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then for sure I can send you the Truth Matters and Truth logos from him, because then we can go live with the same logo like Lindsay and me did.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So last time we talked, I guess 2 times ago, he was saying that you can't come to America unless you have a vaccine. Is that
Yeah.
still true?
So yeah,
That's
Alex
great.
told us this. I
Yeah.
don't did a research on
So then
this.
you could never come to America then. I wonder if I can come to Europe,
Yeah, you should fly over to Austria.
because I don't think they make us have one to come back in, because I definitely don't have mine.
No.
I'm never gonna do it, and it's bullshit. If I can fly to these other countries that don't require one, why should America? It's just a
Oh,
market.
and Shelley, I have a good idea.
What?
Do you know on the vaccine passport they have the flat Earth map on? Have you seen this?
No.
I have ordered me one and Amazon. Should I bring it to the camera?
Yes.
Yeah, give me some time. I have to search.
Okay.
Talk to the people.
Okay, Manny will be right back after this brief message from our sponsor, Manny. I'm gonna go check out the. Hey, Brian. The dumb is real. I'm reading these comments here. Where are the memes at? Yeah. They want to see some more memes.
Yeah. Wait. So here we have the chapbook. The
Oh,
Java.
damn.
And can you see the flat
Yes.
map? Yeah.
Dang. Dang
Yeah,
it. It's in our freaking faces.
Of course, it's empty. Yeah.
You have your vaccine cards, just not full.
Yeah. You can order this for €3 or something like this.
Dang.
Yeah. It's all the globe darts have.
Yeah.
Oh shit! My camera again. The globe darts have a flat Earth map on their chapbook. Yeah, it's flat.
That's classic.
We told them so, Shelley.
Right, Alex did too.
Yeah,
Alex
sure.
did.
Alex did. Alex is on mushrooms. So they wanna see more memes, you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is from you. I hope I have enough memes, but let's look.
Okay.
Can you read it
Yeah.
for the English people?
Yep, this is a government document saying we can see 300 miles. This means there can be no curvature of the Earth, and it was published. I'm trying to read it real quick. In 2017, in its publication 254, the Antarctic, it says there's almost no dust or solid particles in the Antarctic air, and the prevailing winds blowing off the continent have small moisture content. Consequently, the visibility is usually very good and often exceptional, a fact if not appreciated. An object which may be thought to be but 5 miles distant. Oh, I just missed a line, didn't I? Okay, a fact if not appreciated may lead the observer into serious error when judging distances. An object which may be thought to be but 5 miles distant could be well over 30 miles away. And mountains have been sighted at 300 miles. So there's no freaking way. I don't care how tall the tallest mountain is, 300 miles, that shit's flat. You know?
And we have a comment and live stream. Peter says, "Hi Mane, mein originaler Impfpass hat dasselbe Logo. So he has a original chapbook, and there is also the flat map on it. Yeah, very cool.
Right on.
Mane, you should play this. Yes, Palma, we are live. I will watch it later. So we going to the next. This is crazy. This is very cool.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's an electrical magnetic Earth. Did we show them this last time? Not.
No, this is
No.
awesome.
Yeah. This is
That's
cool.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, and Martin
Yeah,
Wittke.
Electric City.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is wild.
Martin Wittke, brother, if you're in the chat, you will love this stuff. This is very cool. That's very crazy. And it looks,
Martin.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Martin. Shelley knows you, brother.
Everybody knows Martin. Everybody knows Martin. Everybody knows Martin.
Yeah. For
Good
sure.
stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a comment that says the dome is real. I really want to understand more because that video brought up a lot of good points, you know. But as far as there's, I've heard people talk about people who think that there's these portals for the sun to go through and the moon to go through. So it really does beg the question of, where do we freaking live? I don't know. The more and more I think about it, I think we live on this infinite plane with a simulation. It's like becoming, especially with that electricity, the way that we're mapped out. It's just so freaking weird. I mean, technology is getting to the point where you can kind of see like who we are, what the heck is going on, you know, with the ability to create stuff. It's just freaking so bizarre. Oh my God. Every day I wake up and I'm just like, this is not real. I'm not really here. It's just the weirdest feeling when you know that we live in such a world based on deception. It's like, how the freak is this real? I don't even know if this, you know what I mean? I'm just so blown away by
I know what you mean.
all the
Yeah,
lies. Yeah, it's like
all the
it's a
lies.
dream.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm in work, I think we are only slaves, and
Yeah.
yeah, but we have to go to work. Everybody needs his money, so
Yeah.
the true lie goes back to the money, because the money printer have never a problem with money.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it's all this.
Yeah, no one can control the money printer, Shelley.
No, they can't. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, it does come
Yeah.
down to that. We're all friggin' slaves, and I don't know how I got onto this ground, this level. Like I must have done something really bad because I don't know. And the thing that's weird to me is like, okay, well, let's say that we did something bad. And I believe in a creator, absolutely. But let's say we
Sure.
did something bad. This is hell. Wherever we live in, it is freaking hell. Let's just be
Yeah.
straight, you know? I mean, there's some good people here. But
Sure.
for the most part, it's like, how the hell did I get here? You know? I don't know. I must have did. I don't know. I'm with Alex. It's like, is this the bad place? You know?
Yeah. There are somebody says, also Santos says he hates this life here. Yeah.
Totally. I
And
mean,
when Santos said this, that's 300,000 clicks. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I love the people that I love. I mean, there's some really precious people on this earth, but it's kind of like, I don't ever want to come back. If it's a place where you keep coming back, it's like, I'm not going to the light. I'm going to freaking hang out in the dark. I'm not going to the light to come back because the light is a trap, you know?
Yeah, but Shelley, what if we are here, that we all find each other like we do,
Yeah.
and we tell the people the truth, and I'm 100% sure you and me waking up people.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if that's our whole goal, I do want to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
But
that's my plan. Yeah.
yeah, that's my plan too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when the truth come out, do not ask me how I knew. Ask yourself why you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So freaking true. That's good.
Yeah. Sure, Shelley.
I love these memes. These are great.
Yeah, I have a lot of more memes.
Okay.
We will show them.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that one earlier. That's the
Yeah, that's
the tag.
our thumbnail.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. When I found the astrolabe in Wikipedia, everybody can research this. You will find the sky is moving and not the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, like that video we just watched, do you think it's linear then? That it just is this repeating thing that goes to the end and then repeats?
Do you mean the video with the president or with?
No, that video with the guy where he shows that he thinks the dome is just a flat dome. It's not a dome, it's just this flat sky. And where it ends, nobody knows. But do you think it just kind of keeps like repeating? It's kind of like the Pac-Man thing, goes out and then comes back.
I think like the Flat Earth Millionaire, Daniel Stewart, the friend from John Hibbeler, that there are more lands.
Yeah.
In the plane.
No, I do too. I
Yeah.
think there's definitely more land. There has to be.
Yeah.
Because why the heck would they be hiding that? I mean, that's just my opinion. And you look at those other ancient maps, where they have all the lands, and then you look at the moon, and that was an interesting one too. The whole moon, where you know, it's like it's kind of a blueprint of a picture of where we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, this is. I think we don't show this to, or did we show this to them?
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. So we are finished with the memes.
That's the best. Okay.
Yeah, but I can bring in a new video I made with Alex Music if you want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie's you're a filmmaker. Maddie the filmmaker. You're making films, buddy.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And then we are live over 1.5 hours. And I think we will go live next week if you have time.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I will ask Vikka and Sean again.
Okay.
And for sure, Martin and Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, don't eat mushrooms. Yeah. YouTube always give me a copyright strike when I bring in not a copyright strike, a Beschwerde. I don't know. I have to look for the word in English.
Yeah, they
only
gave that to me
a
too.
warning. Yeah.
Right. I got that too.
Yeah. But I sent them a mail, and then it's okay. But they don't let me in the partnerprogramm. They are so crazy.
Yeah, they've totally blocked me as far as like I supposedly Shelley. I can't do anything with it. I mean, I can't. Not that I care, but they're like, we took away your ads. So until you can like show us proof of such and such, then you're not going to have ads. And then there's money that I've gotten from like years ago. I think I mentioned this earlier. I can't get it. It's just every time I try to link my bank account, oh, we have trouble, can't do it. I've been doing this for years. So there's like this, and then they're trying to shut me down. But
holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen you don't have much videos on the other Shelley channel, but you have over 25,000 clicks and more.
Yeah.
I will link your channel after our live.
Yeah, it's supposedly Shelley. Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I know you. Can you text? Wait. I can bring it here in the chat. So this is Shelley's channel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's in the chat. For sure. So let's show them this cool. Yeah, I would be a good filmmaker with Alex Music for sure.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think we start again because the video was stopped.
Yeah.
1.
You can see the sun coming over the over the horizon line.
Yeah.
The man with the suits and the tie looks me dead in the eye and he lies. Yeah, he lies. Then the woman with the makeup and the blouse beams right into my house and she lies. Yeah, she lies. The man wants me to be scared. The man making me see red, 'cause I know that he lies. Yeah, he lies. Then the woman with the beautiful eyes is no longer beautiful, because I realize that she lies. Yeah, she lies. Well, you ain't welcome round here no more. Been down this road too many times before. This the last time you ever cast your spell. You fooled me once, so shame on you. Won't fool me twice, 'cause I see right through the oh so many lies you always tell. From the north to the east, to the west to the south, you cover much ground with your filthy mouth and your lies. Yeah, your lies. You lie so much you believe yourself. The day you tell the truth will be a cold day in hell. I despise all those lies. Well, you ain't welcome round here no more. Been down this road too many times before. This the last time you ever cast your spell. You fooled me once, so shame on you. Won't fool me twice, 'cause I see right through the oh so many lies you always tell. Well, we the people see what you do with your plastic smiles and your auto cues and those lies. Yeah, those lies. How much longer can you hide the truth? When this lion wakes, it's gonna eat you and your lies. Yeah, your lies. Well, you ain't welcome round here no more. Been down this road too many times before. This the last time you ever cast your spell. You fooled me once, so shame on you. Won't fool me twice, 'cause I see right through the oh so many lies you always tell. The man with the suit and the tie looks me right dead in the eye, and he lies. Yeah, he lies.
Yeah, very cool.
That was good work. Is that your footage?
No, I don't live on the sea.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff.
Yeah, the first one was from Victor. He lives in Norway.
Okay.
And he earn a lot of money and can travel 3 times a year to Mallorca, and he has the B1000, and
Damn.
he go out in the morning and you can see the sun when the morning sun comes
Yeah.
to you over the horizon line.
Yeah.
This is for me a flat earth proof number 1.
Uh-huh. Oh, absolutely. Well, I see the sun go at this time of the year. I can see Catalina Island from where I live, which is 40 miles, which is fine, you know, but I can almost see all the way down to the base. But I can see San Clemente Island, which is 60 miles away, and I can see the freaking tower on top of it. And you can tell that it's due to perspective that things compress at the horizon. And so what's interesting is the sun goes behind it, right? So the sun travels behind it, which means they say, oh, at 3 miles, that's the horizon line. No, it's bullshit, because I can see the sun
Yeah.
past Catalina, and that's like 40 miles.
And it's the perspective,
Totally.
the
Perspective.
vanishing point. Yeah.
And not only that, it's the horizon is way the hell out there, which is why
Yeah.
we see freaking far, and they don't want us to, like, it's just the lies. That's a perfect song. It's all the
Yeah,
lies.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brian Evans said in the chat, help, I need to go live. Yeah, maybe you can jump in next weekend, next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Then I will send you the link.
Yeah, Brian.
So for sure. And someone asking about more land. Where was it? Here. How do you know they are hitting more land? Yeah, watch the video. How important is the flat Earth?
Yeah, I think, I mean, to me, if you look at those old ancient maps where they have land, and I like agree with Sean too.
Yeah.
The fact that we can't go there tells me they're hiding it. They're hiding something. So it would make sense. And Martin Kenny's done some really incredible work too, just on the whole, like, outer lands. So when we hear of outer space, when they talk about outer space, like Mars and Jupiter, that those are actually lands outside of our little circle. And then you go
Yeah.
out further. So those are like, that would be Mars, and then that would be Jupiter, which is why Jupiter and Saturn have more moons, right? Because they would have to travel further around the ring to be able to get. And I've even heard, like, from Jamie Lee, who I've done some work with, he had said something about the reason that they want the land in the center, which is where we live, is because for them to travel, they have to travel so far to get around that they want to occupy the center land. It's like prime land, so they don't have to, they can just cut right through to get to where they want to go. So it's like this main hub.
I also think, like you, there are more circles.
Yeah, more concentric circles. And so when they say, when you look at Saturn's rings, they talk about these rings of Saturn. It's like rings, right? But it's outer space, outside in the space that we live in. There's just too much evidence that that's what it is. Because they lie, but they also have to tell you the truth in plain sight. It's their agenda.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But they also bring in some news facts away from Wikipedia. Because, the deep sea ebony we talked about last time.
Yeah.
The opposite was the flat sea.
Yeah.
And they bring it away. The flat sea is gone in Wikipedia, but it always was there, yeah. And Shelley, I also found the full Antarctic Treaty in the archive.org and the Northern Arctic Treaty, yeah.
Oh.
We will show them this next time, okay?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
We always have a good plan.
Definitely. I love you.
Yeah.
You dig down deep in the rabbit hole, Manny. You're a really good truther, brother. I love hanging out with you. Yeah.
I love it too, Shelley.
Love you. All right. We'll see you next time.
I love you.
I love you
Shelley.
too. Ditto.
Let's give them flat thumbs and flat fingers. Yeah. I love you, Shelley.
I love you too, Manny.
You're so sweet.
Oh,
have a great day. I have to go.
hon, you too.
I have to go to my bed very soon.
Okay, all right. You gotta work.
I have to work tomorrow. Yeah.
All right, hon. All right. Talk to you soon.
It was so nice to see you again.
Ditto.
And I
Thanks
think
for having me.
we did a good job with Sean and Vikka.
Yeah.
Also say thank you to Vikka and
Definitely Sean and Vikka.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
Brothers.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Lovely.
Ciao.
Have a great day. Ciao.
Okay. Bye.